Imagine you've spent years building a small business. A bakery, a game, a piece of art, whatever. It feeds your family. It pays for gems in Guild Wars 2. And then someone comes along, steals it, and cashes in. Donations or not, I bet you'd feel gutted, betrayed, and backstabbed with a toxic blade. Blizzard feels that way. Just because we're talking about the corporation, it doesn't mean that the law applies any less. In their case, they are the rightful owner of Warcraft assets. They've spent years developing that intellectual property, pouring millions into it, and now someone is coming along to take advantage of it without their permission. So a natural response to this is to put the highest item level gear and cast a hammer of justice. It doesn't help that Blizzard faces pressures from shareholders who demand things from them. And while there might not be an obligation to protect your intellectual property, not doing it has severe consequences. So really, at this point, Blizzard has no other choice but to act. Perhaps Blizzard is overly aggressive because they are calling turtlewow's team a criminal operation. But I think with all those legal cases, the way it works, you throw everything that you've got and see what sticks. Now, I understand why people start projects like this. I really do. It all comes from a good place. They either dislike the direction of the game, or maybe they have an idea for a spin on it. All they want is for the vision to come true, for themselves and for the fans of that game. Hell, if it wasn't for those people, I wouldn't make fond memories in Lineage 2 back in the day when I was playing myself on private servers. But here's a cold truth. The world doesn't work that way. It's that simple. You can't just take someone else's property and make money off it. That is the very definition of stealing. And that's why I have absolutely zero sympathy for the turtlewow team. They knew exactly what they were getting themselves into. Come on, man. Let's stop those mental gymnastics. Now, what about other WoW private servers? Why don't they get shut down? Maybe Blizzard is setting up turtlewow as an example, like they did with Nostalrius in 2016. Maybe Blizzard is picking those private servers off one by one, and the rest is in the queue. Maybe they just aren't big enough. I mean, turtlewow amassed 44,000 players at one point. And that can be perceived as a threat. But one thing is for sure. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. And it seems that some people forget about the consequences of their actions, or maybe they are aware of those consequences, but they decide to tank them. In any case, whether you like it or not, sometimes you get got. But I think there's more to the reason why Blizzard decided to execute them. It's not all just feelings and ownership. Here's my bet. We are getting Classic Plus. And turtlewow posed an unnecessary threat to the project. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and if you liked the video, please consider leaving a like or a sub. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Stay Bybsie.
Subscribe.